Hello guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome back and thank you guys so much for being here. What's going on? Please like and share this video. Let me do a quick sound check to make sure that you guys can hear me because I don't want to start talking only to find out later that I was just talking to myself. Sound check to make sure that okay. You guys can hear. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Don't want to be in a situation whereby I've just been talking and talking and talking and nobody can hear me. But yeah, I've already done the sound check and I'm good. So please, as you're coming in, just be giving this video a like. Thank you so much for doing that. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for those of you who already hit the like button. Thank you so much for those of you that don't even need to be reminded. You just know that as soon as you enter into somebody's house, i.e., case in point, my platform, you say hi by hitting the like button. That's how you make your announcement. That's how you allow people to know that yes, I have arrived though. So thank you so much for doing that. So let's talk about Iyabo Ojo. She just recently revealed that she was invited by EFCC. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to what Iyabo Ojo has to say. But I can't help but wonder what exactly is going on with EFCC. Shebi, of all the crimes, actual crimes that happening in that country, okay, before your nose, you guys can smell it. It's so close, you guys can see it. The only one that you choose to concern yourself with are like the frivolous issues, whisking people away, plotting, colluding, allegedly colluding and conniving with banks like GT Bank to snatch people off the streets, colluding and conniving with, when there are actual crimes happening before your nose. Some of them are being carried out by your own family members. So shebi those ones not reach when una go tackle. Like, this is so pathetic. This is what they want to do with the federal government's money. Like, the whole situation is so baffling to me, how they can leave actual crimes, things that are actually happening, things that you don't even need to look, you don't even need like investigation, like serious thorough investigation. You don't even need to break your back trying to investigate before you find evidence. But you people will leave that one and be going after people who are just living their lives. You'll be going after people who are living their lives. Tell me what Iyabo Ojo did to you now. And people decided that you want to come and ask her questions. Anyways, Iyabo Ojo posted this on her social media. So let's listen. Let me go ahead and read this. There is a lot that we're going to cover today, Sha, my people. So let's just start little by little by little by little. Like, too much of everything is bad, man. Too much of everything is bad. Make una see they get small shame. Like, if you feel like you have all the power and nobody can really say anything to you, at least make una see they use sense now. Like, you guys are known, like, the Nigerian authorities, Nigerian investigating teams are known to be very corrupt. Like, you're not making yourself look good. You're not making this argument easy for people that are scratching their heads and wondering what's really going on. Like, if you're trying to convince people that you are not what people are saying about you, you're doing it the wrong way. EFCC, you're going about it the wrong way. Like, you're going after low hanging fruit. Thing where you don't even need much power. You just need to waka past that fruit before you go fall. Okay, when the real Odugas, Akatakas, people that are committing massive crimes, they are all walking around and will never go after them. Like, this is just baffling. It's embarrassing. EFCC, what people are doing, you're not doing this the right way, because you're making whatever it is that EFCC think they are doing, they're actually doing the negative, they're doing the wrong things. Honestly, I must tell you people the truth. Anyways, this is what Iyabo Ojo posted on her social, and she says, following the recent media publication on social media and numerous calls and text messages from different quarters seeking to hear from me on the EFCC invitation and to ascertain my welfare, I find it expedient to release this briefing. Okay, so obviously this is something that she's been dealing with, and I guess she's just been keeping it mum, she's been keeping it hush hush. But yeah, I actually saw a post Somebody basically said that she was arrested. They claimed something else, and people were in the comments of that post dragging the person who made the post, prompting the person to then come out and start playing the victim. So I guess somehow words got out, that Iyabo Ojo was invited by EFCC. So this is what Iyabo said. Let me start over. I'm gonna do my possible best not to interject so much, make una no vex, okay? But if there is something that I feel like I need to talk, I will pause and say what I need to say before I continue. So, following the recent media publication on social media and numerous calls and text messages from different quarters seeking to hear from me on the EFCC invitation and to ascertain my welfare, I find it expedient to release this briefing. I recently had an experience with the EFCC in Nigeria after receiving an invitation letter while I was in the UK. So let me pause and say this. I'm glad that she actually pointed that one out, because I remember I was like, when I first saw this person, wasn't she in the UK? Has she, but yeah, she was recently in the UK to go and promote her movie. That everyone who saw the movie has nothing but nice things to say about it. I received so continuing, Iyabo says, I received an experience with, hold on. I recently had an experience with the EFCC in Nigeria after receiving an invitation letter while I was in the UK. Upon my return, I visited the EFCC on the 5th May 2025, which was just yesterday, where I was asked several questions relating to my personal bio data, career, work experience, and companies, amongst others. Hey, EFCC. Hey, which kind fooling una dey fool una sef like this, EFCC? Which kind embarrassment? Una just dey use una hand dey give una self embarrassment, like nobody even dey do am for una. You guys are just doing it for your own self. You're doing it for yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You're creating a situation where people will doubt you. People will doubt your credibility. I recently had an experience with the EFCC in Nigeria after receiving an invitation letter while I was in the UK. Upon my return, I visited the EFCC on the 5th day of May 2025, where I was asked several questions relating to my personal bio data, career, work experience, and companies, amongst others. Now, for just all you need to do, if you are looking for her bio data, just go on Google. Google is your friend, as they say. Is Google not your friend? Hold on. Okay, so continuing, it says the EFCC officials showed me videos extracted from my daughter's wedding where guests, including colleagues and friends, were spraying naira and foreign currencies. I was asked if I knew this was illegal, and I explained that I thought only abuse or mutilation of the naira was an offense. The EFCC officials clarified that spraying money, including on people's bodies, is prohibited. I was surprised to learn that spraying any currency, including dollars, is also not allowed. After questioning, I was allowed to leave the same day, but my personal lawyer, O.I. Salami, stood in for me as I may be called upon again. Given this experience, I strongly advise against spraying any currency in Nigeria to avoid issues with the EFCC. Iyabo Ojo wrote. Okay, let me keep going here. Let me highlight this. Perhaps it's time to reconsider this long-standing tradition. Let's prioritize caution and avoid any potential problem. Thank you, Alice Iyabo. Thank you, Alice Iyabo Ojo. And so continuing, she says, Labake is still showing in all cinemas nationwide, also showing in the UK, and will be showing in the US from the 9th of May. Thank you all, and God bless you all. So that's basically what she said. Let me tell you something. With regards to this spraying money, this is such a Nigerian tradition to the point where even other countries are now copying us. Spraying money. Other countries love it so much that they are now copying us. There was a video that I saw of these Arab countries spraying money. They were even doing the same EFCC style, the way that we usually do it, EFCC. And I was just like, this is so, other African countries are now copying us. They will not give Nigerian credit to. They will pretend as if they just started it. But this is like fundamentally Nigerian culture. Spraying money at parties. Anybody that is doing it now, any country that is doing it now, learn from Nigeria. So I feel like EFCC trying to weaponize this is just in poor taste. It is in bad taste, and it's just bad. Like they are not doing anything bad. If you want to talk about people that are mutilating the naira, the currency, go to the market and see what people are doing, see what traders are doing with the currency. I'm not saying that you should go after traders, so that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you are looking at the wrong place for this. Just go to any marketplace. See how traders, after they've been paid for their goods and services, see how they will fold the naira and chuck it inside their bra, or tie it in the hem of their wrapper. Like, people spraying money. It's not like they're carrying money and just tearing it away. They're not doing that. They are spraying it. A lot of the money that you see spray are like brand new currency, like wads of cash that just came from the bank. People who spray money literally make it a point of duty to go to the bank and get clean, fresh notes to spray. There was a recent wedding that happened in the eastern parts of Nigeria. They were also spraying money. So are they going to also... Iyabo didn't spray money. Iyabo did not spray money. It was her guests that were spraying money. But this particular wedding that happened in the east, are they going to go after those people too? Because the groom was literally spraying money. The one that happened a day or so after Iyabo Ojo's daughter's wedding. The one that was where the guy came in a chariot or something, you know. Groom was literally spraying money. So are they going to go after that too? I feel like this is just something that they are using to like collect extra money, or to like intimidate people, or to like harass people. That's what I think about this spraying money thing. They're just using it to harass people. People that are just going about their lives, people that are just going about their day. You are harassing them. Jealousy. There is an element of jealousy in this. Masquerading in, I'm doing my job. Whereas these same EFCC people, their own children are committing crimes. Their own children are court members. Their own children are armed robbers. But they won't say anything. Ordinary somebody that is out there having fun. People that are just having fun, living their best life, are being harassed by EFCC. This is what I see. This is pure harassment. I don't have any other explanation for this other than this is just pure harassment. You just want to come for people because you feel like you can. People that are just living their lives, having fun. How can you take something that is so fundamentally Nigerian, so much so that other cultures are copying Nigeria, other cultures are doing the same thing? Again, I was just watching a video of this Arab, where I believe it was a wedding or something, and the person was spraying money. They don't do this. They got this from us. You know how whenever we start something, we popularize it, take it or leave it. You want to argue with your keyboard. It is true. Nigerians are trendsetters. It is so irritating that EFCC is using this. You cannot go after. It's like something that we say in the Western world, right? Whenever the city is looking for money, they are looking for money. Maybe the city is broke, or maybe there is not enough revenue. There was not enough people stopped for any kind of traffic violation or giving a ticket. They'll start mounting cameras at places that they typically don't mount cameras in. They'll start putting cameras where, you know, people would not normally expect. People who never thought that cameras would be there because they've been plying that road and they've never had any kind of issue. So they'll start mounting cameras in there so that they can see somebody that they can, maybe somebody that goes, even if it's just a little bit above the speed limit, the camera will just clip them. The next thing, the person will be at home and will receive a mail of traffic violation. It's either you pay or you go to court and try to fight it. A lot of people don't even bother going to court because maybe they'll be like, oh, it's $50, oh, it's $40, oh, it's $30. They will just pay because maybe they cannot leave work and go to court. But yeah, this just looks like a money grab. This just looks like harassing people. Just looking for a reason to like hold on to people, grab people that are just living their best life. Is there anything more Nigerian than spraying money at events? Are you kidding me? If you say this thing they pay me, ever since they started to crack down on this money spraying thing, I have never liked it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was really weird, like it was a senseless law. Like, who cares? I have never liked it. This whole, oh, let's crack down on people that are spraying money. Una no law pass Western countries. This is something that will never happen in Western countries. They will never say, and Nigerians also go to parties in Western countries too. The same tradition, the same culture we have also brought to the Western part of the world. Do you think any government will leave more serious issues that they need to deal with and be trying to crack down on who is spraying money at parties? Do you know how people spray money? All over the world, Western countries. Do you people know how to impose laws like Western countries? Because if you did, the things that are happening in Nigeria will not be happening. But they will not come and tell you, oh, we're going to crack down, we're going to make sure that people don't spray money. That is so stupid. That's like, there are way more things that you people should be concerning yourself with. And not who's spraying money and who's not. This is just so senseless. It just really shows the desperation. It just shows they rather fixate on the wrong things. They rather fixate on things that are not even relevant instead of actually fighting, going after things that they really should go after. Laws that are being broken. Their own children are committing criminal acts every day. They will hide the children at home. How many times have we heard stories about how somebody that is a police officer, somebody that is a law enforcement officer, their children have been arrested and released because their father is a member of the law enforcement. Everything, before you know it, everything will be buried underground. And then these same people have the audacity to go and be disturbing and harassing people that are just living their lives. If spraying money warrants an invitation to what is it called, EFCC office, you best make sure that there are no more crimes happening in Nigeria that you should be putting your energy to. That you be channeling all that energy that you have. Every day you hear stories about armed robbers waylaying people who are just going about their lives and doing their thing. Every day they get waylaid by armed robbers. On a day here, they disturb people where you get money. Did they force anybody to do it? Did you see anybody intentionally rip any Naira notes apart into two, into three? Like, the whole situation is so, like, it's so obvious that this is just an attempt to pretend as if you're busy doing something. You people are busy doing nothing. Busy doing nothing. You're not doing anything. You're just harassing innocent people. I'm not saying the people that are spraying money are innocent, they've not committed a crime, but like making a crime of somebody spraying money is the most ridiculous thing. It just shows that you're just desperate at this point. You don't want to go after the big fish. You don't want to go after the people that are really destroying the economy. You don't want to go after the people that really need your attention. But you want to go after people who are just living their lives. Nowhere, all of the parties that I have seen, whereby a day or two later, invites, guests of those parties were brought to were invited by EFCC and made to give whatever. I don't know any one of those guests. I never saw any one of those people that were invited by EFCC after spraying money. I never saw a video of them like ripping the money into shreds or tearing them or doing whatever. They won't do that because they are gifting the celebrants money. How can you turn something that is supposed to be so beautiful and so wonderful into like a crime? EFCC, it not go better for now, honestly, because I'm telling you, the reason why I'm taking this personal, because I know, okay, I have my self-awareness. I know that I'm taking this quite personal, and the reason why is because this is about the most Nigerian thing that you can do. It is something that a lot of us are so proud of. It is something that other countries will be asking, why do you guys do that? And then we'll get to explain to them the reason why we spray money, and then to the point where other countries are now adopting the same culture. And now EFCC want to come and destroy it because they want to pretend. Shebi crime don't finish for Nigeria. Shebi crime, shebi even economic and financial crimes, shebi don't finish for Nigeria. That you now feel like you want to channel your energy on nonsensical thing, like people spraying money at parties. Like, it's just crazy. This is crazy work. Let me read some comment because I'm really heated right now. I can admit I am heated. Somebody said, I attended the wedding this weekend, Jade. There are Asians. Okay, I attended a wedding this weekend, Jade. They are Asians. They were spraying money like Ninja. It was that's what they do. Like, I've seen that. I have seen a lot of this of videos of people who are not even Nigerians spraying money because they saw that this was what Nigerians do. Which kind of party una go they do? People will just beg. EFCC, you guys, until crime don't finish before una go direct una attention to people where they spray money. If you're telling me that there are still so many different crimes taking place and then you only choosing to focus on people that are spraying money, then something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Okay? Just going after people anyhow. And they are being very selective with this. So they are being very selective. They're not going after just about anybody. You would think that all the other people that are spraying money that they see, how come they don't go after them? Because they want to go after the people that are wealthy, and also because of jealousy, they want to go after people whose invitation will create a buzz and get people talking. Yeah, people. Somebody says it shows they are jobless. What is EFCC mandate? Why the agency established? Why was the agency established? Because it seems they have forgotten. Yeah. That one is the lowest. How can a currency that is not a Nigerian currency be a problem? Life, because they don't care. They don't care. They just want to do something. They don't care. Somebody said, if those that own the dollar are not mad at the dollar being sprayed, why is Nigeria EFCC mad about it? Why is EFCC all bent out of shape about it? This is borderline harassment. It really is. It is like there is no other explanation for this nonsense. Harassing people who are just living their lives, okay? Going after people who are just really living their lives and doing their own thing. VDM is on the other side. Like, basically, nobody even knows what's going on now. VDM's lawyer has come out, like I talked about before, has basically come out to say they are telling people one thing and doing something completely different. They have announced that they are VDM is ready to be bailed out, whereas his lawyer still can get them to like have a conversation. His lawyer still can get them to tell them exactly what they need, but they're out there lying. So it's just a really, really crazy and sad situation. Let me go ahead and share something. Hold on. Guys, they're just going after people for no reason whatsoever, because they are jobless, because they are afraid. The big fish, the real issue in Nigeria that they should be focusing on, they're not focusing on that. They're lying too, lying about bail conditions. When you know, how can you come out and say that he will meet bail he will be released once he meets bail condition, when you know that you've not made the process easy for the lawyer? The lawyer can't even get in contact with you guys. You've not communicated what the bail conditions are to the lawyer, and they're trying to reach you to get information about what the bail conditions are. You EFCC are refusing to tell them what the bail conditions are, but you are out here doing presser and talking about how once he meet bail condition, does he read minds? Does he read mind? Does anybody in VDM's camp read mind? Is it not true communication that they will find out what bail conditions they have to meet before he can be released? They just lie. Like, this EFCC has zero integrity. No integrity whatsoever. And this is what they want to be remembered for? Okay, me, I will be more than happy to help you drag your name, okay? EFCC, if this is how you want to be remembered, trust and believe, I will be more than happy to see to it that you get your wish. Because this foolishness, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous that you have held this man. You will come out on social media and you will say things that you know are not true. Where is your integrity? Where is your integrity? You just say things that are not. Can you guys still hear me? Can you just type yes if you can hear me, please? I just I put my device on charger. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Ah, this is so crazy. Okay. Hi, Mirabelle. Mirabelle said you have a little bit, but you are fine now. Thank you. Okay, good. I just like, is this what you people want to be remembered for? That you are a dishonest agency that cannot be trusted? That you much rather go after people that are just living their lives? I suppose. Hello. Okay. That you much rather go after people that are just living their lives as opposed to facing the actual crimes going on in the country. Like, I don't even understand. This is just beyond me. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. This is wild. Wild, wild, wild. Anyways, so speaking of VDM, let me go ahead and share something that Mark Angel posted responding to the claim, EFCC claim that responding to EFCC claim about the bill. Give me a second here. I'm checking time. I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm actively checking for the time to make sure. Done, guys. Let me share my. Okay. So this is from Mark Angel guy.
Since just released a press statement today saying that they invited VeryDarkMan and VeryDarkMan refused to go, and that's the reason why they arrested him. Okay, so we want to believe what EFCC has just said. We strongly, in fact, I personally want to believe it. However, I want to believe it with proof. I want to believe it with evidence. Show us like evidence that you invited this young man and this young man refused to go. I mean, if he has done something and you want to do your work, we'll wait for you to do your work. Yeah, that is the law. We'll wait for you to do your work. We're not saying you took our president or you took the right. Show us say you actually invite him, and that's the reason why you arrested him. Show us evidence, because if there are mails you sent to him, you still have copies of the mail. If you sent him a courier, then the courier company must have signed it up, and you have copies of that invitation. It's dated, and the courier company, let's see evidence that you actually sent this mail, and don't just come up with things. I mean, we know this Nigeria, and we are waiting for this evidence. Please show us the real evidence, because we really want to go back to doing our business. We want to go back to living our life normally. We want to go back to having hope that one day this country is going to be better and things are going to start working. We want to go back to suffering and having hope. We want to go back to that. But until we know that the voice that we have, the only voice we have that is speaking the truth, and the things that we cannot say, we know that that voice is free. We will not stop. We will not stop. Show us evidence that this happened. So EFCC just released a press statement today saying that they invited VeryDarkMan and VeryDarkMan refused to go, and that's the reason why they arrested him. Okay, so we want to believe what EFCC has just said. We strongly, in fact, I personally want to believe it. However, I want to believe it with proof. I want to believe it with evidence. Show us like evidence that you invited this young man and this young man refused to go. I mean, if he has done something and you want to do your work, we'll wait for you to do your work. Yeah, that is the law. We'll wait for you to do your work. We're not saying you took our president or you took the right. Show us say you actually invite him, and that's the reason why you arrested him. Show us evidence, because if there are mails you sent to him, you still have copies of the mail. If you sent him a courier, then the courier company must have signed it up, and you have copies of that invitation. It's dated, and the courier company, let's see evidence that you actually sent this mail, and don't just come up with things. I mean, we know this Nigeria, and we are waiting for this evidence. Please show us the real evidence, because we really want to go back to doing our business. We want to go back to living our life normally. We want to go back to having hope that one day this country is going to be better and things are going to start working. We want to go back to suffering and having hope. We want to go back to that. But until we know that the voice that we have, the only voice we have that is speaking the truth, and the things that we cannot say, we know that that voice is free. We will not stop. We will not stop. Show us evidence that this happened.
They will not show you. Isn't it really sad? Like, I'm listening to Mark Angel guy now. I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm just shaking my head, because isn't it sad that we have EFCC, a body of an investigative body in Nigeria, an investigative body that we're supposed to look up to, that we're supposed to take their word for it, even if it's not 100% of the time, but at least in many situations we'll be like, okay, yeah, but it can't all be bad. Isn't it sad? Like, I'm listening to a lot of people that are also expressing the same sentiments, and I'm thinking, do you know how bad you have to be as an agency, as an investigative body, for people to say, show us proof, because your word is not good enough? Show us the evidence. Like, we've had the lawyer also come out, VDM's lawyer, saying that he's having a hard time reaching them. And between VDM's lawyer and EFCC, I believe VDM's lawyer. Like, he literally has no reason to lie. Literally none. All he wants is for his client to be released. So he has no reason to lie. So when you have an investigative body that their words cannot be relied on, their words cannot be taken as a fact, that people are literally saying, you have to show us evidence or this and that and the other, because we just don't believe what you're saying. That says a lot. That means that agency, yeah, that investigative body must really, really have an introspection. That investigative body must really, really go back to the drawing board, because they have lost confidence. They have lost the public confidence. People don't trust you. People don't trust you. So all that talk about the police is your friend and everything, all those campaigns that you guys have done, it has been, it's a complete waste of money and waste of time and waste of whatever resources you guys invested in doing those things, because the people don't trust you. And if the vast majority of the country is having a hard time trusting the investigative authority, that means there is something definitely wrong. It is unfortunate, but that's where we are. So let me go ahead and share another video for another reaction with regards to this VDM situation. People are reacting, people are expressing themselves, and people are sharing their thoughts. Let me go ahead and share another one. Give me a second here. Hold on. People are just tired of that country, honestly. People are tired. People are tired of Nigeria. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share my screen. La 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 la. Like, no, you will look from head to toe, not one agency that Nigerians can beat their chest and say, yes, I trust this agency. And nobody is even thinking that there is something wrong with that. Nobody finds anything wrong with the fact that nobody trusts the police. Nobody trusts anybody as far as investigators are concerned in Nigeria. And even the investigators themselves, they don't seem to think that there is something wrong with that. Now, wow, people are on a long thing. Now, wow. Hold on.
Is life. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Do you understand? It's a different thing to be an activist. It's a different thing to be putting your hand in the eyes of power. Are you all right? Power. Power is power. Nothing equals to power. Money is not power. Talking is not power. Influence is not power. No, power is power. And power can crush you. Hey, look, àwọn ọmọ Igbo Nnamdi Kanu. Wetin Nnamdi Kanu do? No be say you want to make Biafra stand. When they go dey adjourn your case. That's what power does. If power wants to keep you in one position, if power does not want me to leave my house today, I cannot step out. That's power. Power does not need to move. Now you don't even know who his enemy is. Is it this one? Is it that one? Is it this one? That's power go confuse you. Anyway, Nelson Mandela. Oh, how many of you did jail with her? Tell if EFCC for door say if we are not carry 1,000 of us inside with him, we will rather die anyway. Eti loli, eti dobo, eti jẹun, enjẹ rice, enjẹ indomie. Ẹlòmíì ń sun òun falala láti délẹ̀ láti máa cut Twitter fingers. I said the boy dey prison. Ratel. Ẹ fẹ́ padà ní ẹ fẹ́ ṣèkà fún. Is that how you want to be confrontational with power? You no get God. You want day in front of bulldozer. You go die. In everything you do in this life, wisdom is profitable to direct. Do you understand? It's a different thing to be an activist. It's a different thing to be putting your hand in the eyes of power. Are you all right? Power. Power is power. Nothing equals to power. Money is not power. Talking is not power. Influence is not power. No, power is power. And power can crush you. Hey, lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ Igbo Nnamdi Kanu. Wetin Nnamdi Kanu do? No be say you want to make Biafra stand. When they go dey adjourn your case. That's what power does. If power wants to keep you in one position, if power does not want me to leave my house today, I cannot step out. That's power. Power does not need to move. Now you don't even know who his enemy is. Is it this one? Is it that one? Is it this one? That's power go confuse you. Anyway, Nelson Mandela. Oh, why they want this? How many of you did jail with her? Tell it EFCC for door. Say, if we are not carry 1,000 of us inside with him, we would rather die anyway. Eti loli, eti dobo, eti jẹun, enjẹ rice, enjẹ indomie. Ẹlòmíì sun fala láti délẹ̀ láti máa cut Twitter fingers. I said the boy dey prison. Rattel. Ẹ fẹ́ shake fún. Is that how you want to be confrontational with power? You no get God. You want day in front of bulldozer. You go die in everything you do.
Can I just say something? The first time that I listened to this video, yeah, I was like, scaredy cat. This one, now all these kind of people, now they sit down, no bad thing they happen. And then I actually quoted my favorite, one of my top 3 favorite quotes. If you follow me here, you know that I have used that phrase quite a number of times. The one that says, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. I use that quote a lot and I apply it to my daily life. So when I first saw this guy's video, I was like, this one is just afraid, and this one doesn't want Nigerian to, you know, if you have this kind of attitude, how do you expect Nigerian to progress, to move forward? But then I actually started to think, this is true. It's not easy. You know what I mean? It's not easy, especially because you don't even know who is after you. You don't even know who is who. If you look at the black activists in America, the likes of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, they were sold out by the closest people in their circle. That was how they were able to be taken out, by the closest people in their circle. Like, you don't even know who to trust. You might have the will, you might have the zeal, you might be eager, wanting to help your people, wanting to be the Moses who frees your people. But at the end of the day, you have to sit down and think, at what cost? Because you don't even know who's stabbing you at the back. You're making plans. After all, no man is an island. For something like this to happen, you have to trust people. You have to rely on people. You have to tell people, some people, the close people that are closest to you, you have to tell them your plans. You have to be like, this is what I want to do. How are we going to go about it? What if you are telling your plans, sharing your plans with a Judas? Somebody that is going to betray you for less than 30 pieces of silver. You know what I mean? At first I was like, yeah, this is the mindset of a lot of people. If you have this mindset, you cannot do anything, you know? But then I actually sat and I thought about it. He mentioned Nnamdi Kanu, he mentioned Mandela. What about even Sowore? Omoyele Sowore? Did you not know how long Omoyele Sowore spent in jail? That even now he's in Nigeria, he's not able to even leave Nigeria. I don't know if his children are able to come and visit him, or his wife is able to come and visit him, but he cannot go until the case is resolved. These are things that discourage, okay? These are things that discourage. Am I telling people to stop being helping? Am I telling people to just sit down and let things spoil? No, that's not what I'm doing. My message is for the people that are betrayers, the snake, the green snake in the green grass. Stop being a snake. If you want to genuinely support people, stop being a snake. Because if these people that are fighting for freedom, if Nigeria end up better for them, it will also better for you. Stop being a betrayer. Stop being a snake. Because there are so many people who are willing, for example, VDM, willing to put themselves on the line. Do I always agree with VDM? No. I think 9 out of 10 times I don't agree with VDM. Okay? 9 out of 10 times. But I also feel like his heart is in the right place. And there are so many people like that who want to do the right things. Who wants to help Nigeria regain the freedom that we really need to regain. No. But because of all the snake that they cannot do without, because you cannot walk this line alone, you're going to need people. But what if the people that you're relying on, the people that you're trusting are like the snake under the green grass? What can you do? So my advice is not even to, the people who are trying to help, the likes of VDM. My advice is for those, and that's what a lot of people need to be saying. People like this guy here, instead of channeling all of your energy and shaming and reminding people like VDM that, power this and power that, you can't do this. Channel your energy. Talk to the people that are always in the business of betraying freedom fighters. Talk to those ones. Speak senses into them. Those are the ones that need to change. Because if freedom fighters, people who are fighting for the great cause, if they are able to do what they need to do without the betrayal that comes with it, a lot will happen. Lots of positivity, a lot of change will be achieved. Positive impact will be made. But there are so many people who are just actively trying to sell people out because they enjoy the status quo. They enjoy the way things are. They want things to remain the way they are because they are sick. Those are the people. I think if more people will call out people who are in the business of betraying, because all these people that are saying power, 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 you want to fight power, you want to do this, I don't see anybody directing their frustration. I don't see any one of them directing their frustration at GT Bank. I don't see that. You know what I mean? So GT Bank, who was in a bid to saving their own neck, decided they were going to betray this guy and call EFCC and give EFCC his location, their location. Those are the people that people need to be talking to, honestly. All this talk going after people that are actually making an effort is just it's fruitless. And it's discouraging, and we need them to be encouraged, not discouraged, honestly. So he said another one. Let's listen to this.
Ratel members.
So I guess they came for... Okay, hold on. When
VDM come out, praying to God that it comes out hale and hearty, please remind him, and this is not a hater post, that in this life that God created, even in the heavens, there's hierarchy. And activism is good. Creativity is nice. Pointing out people that have offended you is fine. But never in anywhere in the world, whether Nigeria, China, or in the UK, will you go and put your hand in the eyes of somebody that is sitting in the bigger position of power. I did not write 48 laws of power. He says never outshine the master. As long as the master is a master for you, whether it's in your office, in a political power, or a judge. Is he a master? You must never try to outshine him. Even if he's 14 years old, 15 years old, he's on a position. You don't respect him, you respect his office. Because that power can overturn you, even if you are doing the right thing. So when it comes out, if it comes out, talk, do your thing. They allow you to do your thing. But don't be telling people in power that they are not all right. They are daft. Especially precising, mentioning their name. Are you all right? So fair kuni. If you go China, you do and they don't go see you again. Telling EFCC that you have, even if you have an insider, you are telling one of the most strongest offices in the country. You might not respect them, but they are still strong in this country, that you have an insider. Emma protest if let's understand facts and understand how life works. So I hope it comes out. I pray to God it comes out, because the guy is actually a correct guy. But ọgbọ́n ló gbáyé o, má para ẹ̀ dànù, má lọ kúkú wèrè o, tó bá kú àwọn fans yẹn máa jó blé ni. Raquel members.
Okay, so on this one, yeah, he does have a point, and sometimes you have to apply caution. There is a saying in my dialect that says, "Enwa ayagbo fenorahe." I don't know if I try to translate it, if I will do it justice. I don't know. It's like it basically talks about wisdom. Anybody that can do a better job of translating it, you can feel free to translate it in the comments. It talks about wisdom and being able to catch a rat with wisdom. Rats are very fast. You know what I mean? So yeah, there is a need, because they complete for person. You understand? Nobody is perfect. No matter how good you think you are, no, you're not perfect. And knowing this is actually going to help you. Knowing that you're not perfect, you're human, and you're bound to make mistakes, because we're learning. Every day is a learning. Life is a learning process. Every day we are blessed, we are graced with air to breathe. Is a day to learn from our mistakes. It's a day to do over. So nobody is above mistake, nobody is above learning, and we can all learn and be better people. That is my policy in life. And yeah, there are things that VDN can do. I have seen people commenting and basically suggesting that he leaves the country because Nigeria is not safe and he's not safe in Nigeria. Personally, I don't think that is the best approach, because that one would just create another set of scandal. Because he has a lot of things that he's doing, doesn't he? He has a lot of things that he's doing, and people have given him money. People have entrusted him with a lot of money, and those people are waiting for, the manifestation. They're waiting for what he does with with the money that they entrusted in his care. So he can't just up and leave. The people that are suggesting that, you people, I don't even think you guys are his friends. So honestly, I don't think you guys are his friends. So I don't think you guys really care about him, because telling him to leave will just create a different set. Yes, people will still support. There will be those who are hardcore fans and supporters that will justify him leaving the country or whatever. But then the vast majority of people will not understand. The vast majority of people will question why he would leave the country, And the thing is that if VDM is not being rambunctious, if VDM is not being like Oduga, if VDM is not out there, being rude and obnoxious and name calling and name dropping people that he probably should not be name dropping, because they can sue you, unless of course you have evidence. If you don't have evidence, if you think your only out is saying, well, if you sue me, I don't have money, you can't, that can't be your out. That can't be all you say. That does not give you the right, because you don't have money does not give you the right. You know what I mean? Those people that you are saying things about without evidence, they also have people in positions. All they have to do is assign your case to EFCC and have them monitor you. And now you're always talking. They will dig, investigate, and do whatever, and find something that they can actually They'll dig, investigate, and find something that they can slap on you. You know what I mean? So I know his fans don't like when you say things like this. And he knows this. And even when he tries to like have a recourse, even when he tries to like not be as rambunctious as he is, they don't really care. They only care when he's name dropping people. They only care when he's saying things that will potentially land him in trouble. That's the only thing they want to hear from VDM, a lot of his fans. And because of that, in many regards, those fans, I think some of them are his worst enemies. Because the things that they make him do, I mean, he's a grown man, but it is because of the reinforcement that he gets when he does those things and he says those things, the reinforcement that he get, the positive affirmations that he get from his fans. Those are the things that are causing him to continue to say the things that he says. And that's just the truth of the matter. You know, I have seen this guy try to like change course on multiple occasions. I have seen him try to like not be as loud and obnoxious and in your face. But nobody watches. They don't. They turn away. They are put off by it. Whenever he tries to do things the right way, nobody really cares until he's name dropping people that are on the top. And those people that are on the top, they get sense. They know what they're doing. They can literally make their EFCC people cook something up, and it must happen that way. Slap you with one charges or multiple charges like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, do your thing. And I'm not saying like I will never ever, because you know, of all the things that I don't like about him, the fact that he's actually helping people, I like that a lot about VDM. And Nigeria needs more of VDM's type. We do. And yeah, he can focus on that. You can still accuse people. You can still, but be very, very mindful. Be very, very mindful. Okay, don't get carried away. I have also seen VDM chest something that he didn't really, that later ends up being not the case, something that he fully didn't understand. Probably watched a video one time and came out and started living and started doing all this video and saying things that even people in the comment section will be like, did you even watch the video? You should have watched to understand before coming out to make a video and completely misrepresenting everything. I have also seen that happen. You know what I mean? And his fans are the ones that are driving him to this point. Imagine somebody who used to say that Falano, okay, Falano, that lawyer, that Fela's lawyer, was his uncle in his head, was his lawyer in his head. Imagine allowing his mouth to drive rough the way that his mouth has driven rough, that even that one now is now suing him. And this is somebody that, according to him, he used to say that that guy was his lawyer in his head, or like the one phone call whenever he found himself. He used to say that if he ever found himself in trouble, that his first phone call would be to Barrister Falano. And now even the Barrister Falano is suing over what VDM said. You cannot turn, in Benin, there's something we'll say, hey, you hire here, not turn all of the bush into snake. Don't turn everywhere into snake. Can't just be going after people. Can't just run to social media after hearing something without doing proper investigation, because you feel like your attention, people are dwindling, your attention is dwindling, and people are not really paying you attention anymore. And then you see something, you just run out on social media and say it without even consulting with the person. When you yourself use your mouth, talk and say that person was your lawyer in your head. He was good. He was the you always felt like whenever you found yourself in a situation with investigators or whatever, that he would be the first person. Now you can't call him because you said you don't turn on that person too, the person that used to respect, person I used to call Uncle Falana, Uncle Falana, Uncle Falana. Like, you have to apply wisdom, my dude. You have to use your sense. This line of whatever it is that this line of activism that you're in, you need good people on your side. You need people that you can trust. You need people that will have your back. If you turn on everybody, nobody's coming for you. Look at all the people. I saw a lot of comments and a lot of people making videos and talking about, it's not what you are online shouting. Your protests, no real substance, no real, like, no one came. I'm not saying people were not there, but no one came. No one came. You know, and people were pointing out that social media is not real life, and it is true. If you get carried away because social media praises, people applauding your social media, that's when something like this, when you're alone, when you find yourself in a bind, you be on your own. Nobody will, like, no real people will show. His brother says something, VDM's brother says something, that he appreciated the former vice president of Nigeria speaking out about free VDM, but he would have appreciated if the former vice president of Nigeria had come out to protest. I mean, I love the confidence. The confidence definitely runs in that family, that's for sure. You know? But yeah, people would have showed up. Maybe not the former vice president of Nigeria, but people would have showed up if maybe your brother had not, you know, gotten carried away. And also, make una know they fall for social media hype. A lot of people have found themselves in trouble because they fell for the social media hype, the social media glory, social media accolade. A few people like you on social media, you think you have made it. There is more to life. Hit the like button, guys. Please, guys, if you're watching me, Facebook, YouTube, hit the like button. So, and that would be my advice. Okay? That would be my advice. A wise person live to fight another day. A wise person will take whatever they have learned. The EFCC does not have to arrest you twice. EFCC does not have to arrest you twice before you can learn, before you can be like, okay, maybe I need to change some things. Maybe I need to tweak a few things here and there. You know what I mean? Use wisdom. This fight, these things happening in Nigeria, it's a long road. But you don't want to, like, ostracize yourself from people who actually can help you. You know what I mean? Do your thing, but name dropping people the way that you do on a regular basis, that's just you making problems for yourself, honestly. That's just you creating enmity for yourself. Because, and the sad thing is that when all is said and done, now you stick your neck out. But when Egbe gas, you stick your neck out due to social media praises and accolades and stuff. But when Egbe go gas, now you go there on your own. Like the guy correctly pointed out, he's the one in jail now. You know, he's the one in prison. Yeah, they might call you Mandela, this and that and that. Let's just hope, like EFCC said, that they are now going, they can now grant you bail. Let's just hope that they follow through on that. and actually grant you bail. Let's just hope. Because the longer you spend in prison, in jail, in their custody, the less relevant you become, because people eventually move on. As it they hot now, everything is still fresh and people are still here, talking. But even your most fervent supporters, your most ardent supporters, once you spent like 4 or 5 weeks in EFCC custody, you think they're gonna be waiting around? No. Then go move on. Because life has to continue. Before you know it, they're already looking for it for the next hero. A lot of them are sadists. A lot of them will gas you up until you find yourself in trouble. They take pleasure in seeing you in trouble. And then once they've achieved that, once you've landed yourself in trouble and you are now being muzzled, they will move on off to the next. They want to go and find the next person that will do exactly play into their game. So I hope that this period while he is in the custody of the EFCC, I hope that he's thinking about things and he's thinking about, how he's going to handle this situation moving forward so that he does not find himself in this kind of predicament again. This helps no one. Your poor mother, this is not what she bargained for. I'm sure that whenever you guys will have that conversation privately and she'll be advising, because I know for sure, like, no mother is going to just be like, oh, let my son be on social media, name dropping the most powerful people, the people that pretty much runs the country. I don't think any mother who loves their child will allow that without advising. So I imagine whenever she'll be advising you out of the public privately and telling you that you should calm down and should be mindful about the people that you are stalking and the people that you are annoying and all these things like that. I'm sure there are times when you would have cautioned her, maybe in a bid to put her mind at rest, at ease. You would have told her, oh, don't worry, mom, nothing will happen to me. Don't worry, this and that. My rate will support me. My rate will support me. I'm sure those are the things that put the woman's minds at rest. Believe in you, believe in your every word. Only now that her beloved son is in jail. Okay? And the EFCC, they are showing you that they have all the power. They have all the power to set you free or to keep you there. And then they can come out on social media and then they can lie and then they can say, oh, bail, 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 bail. They can come out and say all these things that they know are not true. They know they are the ones that are holding you from getting bail. They're the ones that are refusing to communicate with your lawyer so that you guys can come to a bail agreement. They know they're doing all these things. They know. But they'll come out and they will lie and make it seem as though you or your lawyer or people in your corner are the ones that are not following through. That, oh, we're ready to discuss bail. But they, according to his lawyer, they're not. So imagine a mother like Vivian's mom, who I'm sure Vivian has been assuring, don't worry, mom, nothing will happen to me. I have so many people protecting me, yada, yada, yada. Imagine watching her son languishing in EFCC custody, all because he fell for the okie doke. He got carried away by the social media praises. Yay, social media this and social media that. And now he's the only one, the consequences of those things, he's the only one facing it now. All those people, they can protest from now till they are blue in the face. The difference is at night, they get to go home. Whether they're seafood chop, whether they're not seafood chop, but at least at night they get to go home. But at night, you are with EFCC. Do you think VDM is getting 3 square meals a day? No. He's lucky if they are giving him 1 square meal a day. He's lucky if they are giving him 1 square meal a day. And the food self, only God know what they don't lace inside. Nigerian prison is not where anybody should want to even venture. I just hope that he will do things differently. That's what I am saying. I'm not saying that he shouldn't continue his activism work, because Nigeria need VDM, okay? Nigeria need VDM. The people that are struggling in Nigeria, they need VDM. They need a voice, a strong voice like VDM's. Nigeria need VDM. But VDM must also realize that his family needs him too. Okay? His family needs him. His mother needs him. The woman has been through enough. VDM himself has told the story about how his father pretty much walked away, leaving responsibility of raising the children to his mother. You don't want to be doing this to a woman who has done so much for you in life. A woman who has sacrificed so much for you. She did the best that she could. You don't want to be putting her heart in this kind of limbo. It's not fair to your mother. Do your thing. There are so many people who are activists who are mentioning names and even don't even mention name. And also, most importantly, if you're going to mention name, make sure that the information that you have been vetted. That you have vetted this information. Don't be in a rush. VDM, don't be in a rush to come and report a story because you think it'll give you notoriety, that you miss the important part of vetting all your story. Okay? Be like, that is a major sign. That shows you're responsible. That shows you mean well, like you're truly after the truth and not just running with something. That guy now who gave that interview about how Sheikh Tinubu arrested, they took videos, they did that, and they did the other one. Like, you don't even know if that story is true. You don't even know. You don't even know. They said they're going to give him 200 million. All I'm saying, vet your stories. Vet the information before coming out and chesting it. Vet your information. Because there are so many people that would use the fact that you're more than happy to come out on social media and just make accusations. That is a weak point that people can actually use against you. People who are looking to like pull you down and bring you down, they can actually use that and say, oh, let's use this information as a bait. We know that he doesn't care about vetting information. He doesn't care about crossing his T's and dotting his I's. He just want to tell stories. So let's use that. Let's bait him. Let's use this as a fishing expenditure. And then you find yourself in serious issues, serious wahala. You have to be smart. According to your police, whatever, you're 29, you're not a kid. Be smart. Okay? But as far as what he's doing, I believe in what he's doing. I believe in it. I wish he would just be careful. That's all I'm saying. I wish he would just be careful. I wish he would be more thoughtful with the things that he does. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, right now that you are resting your heels in EFCC detention center, nobody is there. You are alone. Now only you waka go there with EFCC, obviously. You know what I mean? Now only you waka go there. Let me go ahead and share something else. Somebody else advising him.
Draw your ears, two of them. I'm not saying you should not support VDM. As far as I'm concerned, if VDM they innocent, EFCC go gas pay damages, right? EFCC no they detail who they innocent like this. So if you they innocent, yeah, EFCC no get business. But as the thing don't be like this now, before you begin, they come out to say solidarity forever in black very dark man. I start with make sure the very dark man they innocent. Are you sure he's innocent? I mean, they judge based on what you they see.
Let me just stop you right there. You that is saying EFCC not the arrest today innocent, police not the arrest today innocent. Where have you been, in a coma or what? Is it not the same Nigeria that you are, that the rest of us are? What do you mean? Like, this is the thing. When they start lying, they will just be saying things anyhow. Who pay you to come and talk, say police not the arrest any innocent, EFCC not there? They do it every day. Every day. What are you talking about? Is it not recently that they even stopped arresting people's mothers or parents or siblings after the person is suspected of committing a crime and they go to the person's house and they can't find the person? Is it not recently that they stopped arresting that person's family members? Which one is this one say that they know they arrest any innocent people? Hey, this is the thing, This is why I can never take all these rubbish people seriously, because they just lie. Like, they just open their mouth and lie. They have selective amnesia. Please know they arrest today innocent. So all the people that are crying every day that police waylaid them and police took everything from them, are you saying they committed a crime? The ones that police arrested because they dared to ask the police what their offense was. People have selective amnesia. These are the kind of people that you should watch out for, my people. Honest to goodness. These are the kind of people that you need to watch out for. So to get followers, get fans. And they are gulping whatever nonsense that he is vomiting. How can anybody who lives in Nigeria, who grew up in Nigeria, say police know they arrest innocent people? EFCC know they arrest innocent people. Like, who will say something like that? Only a dishonest person will say that, honestly. Only a dishonest person that is suffering from amnesia will say that.
If somebody they feed 20,000 people every day, then for one corner, in the do one bad thing, should we now say because he's feeding 20,000 people, now ignore the bad thing that he's doing that is really terrible? But I'm just telling you that all of you now we come out, they shout, very dark man, this country is this country is that. Why we have this, they do this?
But you don't even know that to be the case, though. You don't even know that to be the case. You don't know, for all we know, EFCC has had this man locked up for a while. They've had more than enough time to lay out the offense, the things that they are accusing him of. But they're not doing that. Some might argue that the reason why they are not actually explicitly charging him with things is because they are looking for things. They picked him up first and now they want to build evidence. So that you don't know.
Before you begin the enter EFCC anyhow, I have some of them they go to their office. Make sure very dark man is innocent. Make sure you have your facts fact say VeryDarkMan is innocent because not everything una know. Not everything una know. Before you start pulling those stones where you want to pull online, make sure VeryDarkMan is innocent. At the end of the day, if this whole thing happen, if VeryDarkMan is innocent, now we go still call EFCC out. So this is not the time to be rational. This time, I time we say you need to act with wisdom. Some of them they go federal capital territory, go they raise black card, free VeryDarkMan. Are they pity for una? If that's I never enter Black Maria before. Be sure he's innocent. Oh, I don't go talk all this. Make sure the VeryDarkMan they know before you come out, come they support nonsense.
Okay, if you know something, may you talk. Oh. If you know something, if you know that he has done something, if they don't give you information, if they don't give you the cocoa, make you talk. Okay? Because the way you just stress this matter, sir, you get as it be.
Because some of raters, if they don't tell you this thing, no go enter on a brain. Go they support, no worry. By the time when you come here later, come here say this thing has to do with serious billions. You and your papa see the squat. How you want to bail yourself out? So I don't go talk past like this. Oh. Close door for me, my comfortable. Draw your ears, two of them. I'm not saying you should not support VDM. As far as I'm concerned, if VDM they innocent, EFCC go gas pay damages, right? EFCC no they detail who they innocent like this. Oh, if you they innocent, yeah, EFCC no get business. But as the thing don't be like this now, before you begin, they come out to say solidarity forever in Black VeryDarkMan I stand. Make sure the VeryDarkMan they innocent. Are you sure he's innocent? I mean, they judge based on what you they see. If somebody they feed 20,000 people every day, then for one corner, in the do one bad thing. Should we now say because he's feeding 20,000 people, now ignore the bad thing that he's doing that is really terrible? But I'm just telling you that all of una will come out, they shout, VeryDarkMan, this country is this country is that. Why will EFCC do this? Before you begin, they enter EFCC anyhow. I heard some of them they go to their office. Make sure VeryDarkMan is innocent. Make sure you have your facts. Facts say VeryDarkMan is innocent because not everything una know. Not everything una know. Before you start pulling those stones where you want to pull online, make sure VeryDarkMan is innocent. At the end of the day, if this whole thing happen, if VeryDarkMan is innocent, now we go still call EFCC out. So this is not the time to be rational. This time, I time we say you need to act with wisdom. Some of them they go federal capital territory, go they raise black card, free VeryDarkMan. Are they pity for una? If that's I never enter Black Maria before. Be sure he's innocent. Oh, I don't go talk all this. Make sure the VeryDarkMan they know before you come out, come they support nonsense. Because some of raters, if they don't tell you this thing, no go enter on a brain. Go they support, no worry. By the time when you come here later, come here say this thing has to do with serious billions. You and your papa see the squat. How you want to bail yourself out?
Like you said, the way you take carry matter put for head like gala, nobody even asking me you go protest. Nobody is asking you to go you be like say you just they panic, you just they para because you they worry, say they go ask you, may you go protest. Nobody is even asking you. Why don't you just take a chill pill? Anyways, let's see more reactions from from this.
In as much as we appreciate the fake support, we don't really send you for here. Yesterday, apart from P2B, you guys did not come out. If they say that today, say P2B talk safe.
Okay, so this person is responding to former vice president of Nigeria who showed support for Atiku, who showed support for VDM's release. The person says, election is coming, sir. We know, but let's all do the right thing, sir. You have influence in the country in your own. You can talk to the appropriate authorities instead of just putting out statements. See, election is coming. I mean, he's not wrong. Atiku only shows up every 4 years. Now, every 4 years, Atiku, they show up. Okay? Atiku will show up every 4 years, can't destabilize election. Remind me in America of another politician like that, Jill Stein. Jill Stein is this I think she's libertarian or whatever politician. All she does, she's been accused of being a Russian spy or whatever. I don't know, a Russian plant or whatever. But all she does is come and every 4 years make all these empty promises only for her to still vote from candidate that can actually do something and then disappear again. So that's Atiku's vibe. Atiku only shows up every 4 years. Destabilize election and then come out again, go back to Dubai. You know, so I see what he's saying there anyways.
About this release for attack him. And I don't see the level of weight where the guy gets. Even the guy no say he get this type of weight. Now, when I don't they come out, they say free him.
Which weight, Seth? Like I've not even seen anybody. You would think the way Rattel will attack people online. And again, this is not me. This is not a discredit to VDM. I'm not trying to, but I just feel like all these ways, well, now they talk, now mouths, now they talk, now they talk. You would think that with all the with the way that people make noise online and how VDM is always talking about how we get this ratted people, we are a community, a global this and global that. Like you would think that, like the kind of the protest that took place yesterday would have been so massive, it would have been all over the world. But nobody, even the people that showed up in Abuja, they were very few, you know, very, very small. So all these, not to they use mouths till they buy fish for people's soup. This is what does not really sit well with me. What you not be, go they pretend like say na una be, you know. But when time comes for you to put your money where your mouth is, they're not they see una. I beg you. How big? How big? Come on, let's stop this. I've been waiting just tell on herself to take intimidate people, hoping that when people believe say the guy a really big guy, they will leave him alone. I don't understand.
When I don't they come out, they speak. That's because you guys did not care. You guys don't care. That's because you guys don't care. All of you are the same. One I not talk yesterday. One I not talk day before yesterday. They underrate the movement. Yeah, some of we no one stand for the right thing. Some of we just hate VDM now. Envy. I swear, because I no believe say this guy go from nothing, get this kind of weight. Not in Nigeria now. It's a world movement. That's because he has an assignment. God forbid, if anything happen to VDM now, it's a history book. He has set a standard for people to match. So I no believe say the guy go put this kind of weight without the godfather. He's not even a politician. Most politicians, they vex, say, oh, this guy need to come out for any political position. Look at the weight when they carry. Talk more if you see.
Which weight? Now you they use mouth, stay they embellish the thing. Now you use when they use mouth, they embellish. Just they use mouth, they buy fish. Which weight? Which weight? What are the protests when we see for all of us see him? Come on, man. This is how people have been deceiving this guy and misleading him, and one person feel look you. Like no doubt in my mind, VDM has earned the trust that people have for him. And by people, I mean the people that are sending him money, you know, in the hopes to support his charity organization. There is no doubt in my mind that he has earned the trust. But just because people trust you and they are sending you money does not mean that you pull crowd. Does not mean the way this guy is talking about it, you would think, wow, person never see road pass again. Come on, we all saw the protest. Now so not they lie.
If VDM come out now for governor of Edo State, sorry for who they oppose.
That one a lie. I'm telling you, that's not true. That is not true. Why Edo State? Why does he have to be Edo State? Can be any other.
Just as sorry for that person. There's something about him that in the spirit realm connects crowd to loving him. During Mohbad's death, I stood against VDM's dragging. When they dragged Mohbad's wife, I stood against him. Even till now, I go stand against that act. I didn't stand against him because of anything. I stood against him because of what I believed he would have done. And it doesn't make me right or wrong. It doesn't make him right or wrong. Do you understand? This thing is, when you are talking about fighting for Nigeria, you have to be on the truth. The truth is the right thing. Everybody will dey against truth, it go reach on her now. Now Naija we dey. One of my friends wey hate video, I no go mention her, she hate video, but police embarrass and harass the living daylight out of her, lock her for sale for no reason. That's to tell you that anything can happen in this country. Now imagine where that kind of thing escalates. Shebi na still we, shebi na still the VDM. Shebi na this kind of people will get this voice go still come out, stand for them. So why we hate people? Let's not hate people because people hate them. If you're hating anybody, hate them for personal reasons, like what they did to you, not what they did to others. Some of our day is disrespectful to our parents and to our lecturers and all that. Now, he reach VDM turn on, they use disrespect, they tie him down, like, over him sacrificing his life. That is rubbish now. In as much as we appreciate the fake support, we know really.
But it doesn't mean that because you, and again, these are the kind of people that are just giving this guy false hope and false beliefs. Okay, you can be a freedom fighter, you can be impacting change, you can be helping people, you can be impacting lives and still be a respectful person. Multiple things can be right at the same time. You cannot turn everybody into an enemy because you are fighting freedom. Okay, that's where intelligence comes into play. You have to be very, very smart. You have to proceed with this knowing fully well that a time will come when you will need people. You cannot turn everybody into your enemy because you're fighting. So because despite what you think you see, what I see is a man that really has no one other than people that are on social media. Okay, that's what I see. All these fights, all these things that he's doing now, he's on his own. He's alone. And I'm now pushing with all this imaginary, oh my gosh, he's so powerful. Now I say push inside the one way in there. So I just really hope that VDM being in EFCC detention center will actually give him an introspection, will give him time to actually think about this. Really. Okay. I really, really hope. So that if he comes out and he decides that, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything different, I'm gonna keep doing things the way that I've been doing it, this is what I want to do, then that will be his own decision. But if all these things that he's been doing, the way he's been approaching this so-called freedom fighting thing has been based on the public support and people just gassing him up and telling him what an amazing person he is, I really, really hope that by the time he is done, the time he is released, he will really, really change course. He can still be effective. Yeah. He can still be effective while being respectful, while paying respect to the people that he needs to pay respect to. Okay. The reason why Sowore is not languishing in prison today, in jail, is because he knew who he was targeting. And then there were also people that he had he had to show them respect. You know what I mean? And that's why he's not languishing today. And then look at, what's his name? Nnamdi Kanu. That one is there now because every opportunity he gets, Nigeria is a zoo. You people are zoo. Every chance he gets. Who wants to be? And that was the number one thing that turned me off when it came down to the Biafra movement. Because for me, I have no problem with people wanting secession. I have never had a problem with that. Because the country we're not always one. It was because of amalgamation that we all became one. We're all forced to be a country when it wasn't even supposed to be that way. You know, these countries were all individual, different countries before Oyinbo came and they thought, oh yeah, let's just amalgamate all these people together. So if after 100 years of amalgamation, and people realize that, okay, things are not working, we need a divorce, I feel like they should get a divorce. But what really was a major turn off for me, why I couldn't stand the movement, was the disrespect that the Biafrans people will have towards like us, calling us, I don't even want to repeat it because I was so offended by it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. I mean, I wish you all the best if that's what you want, via condios. But I'm not gonna be here. And they were regurgitating what Kanu was saying, what Nnamdi Kanu was saying. They'll go to a meeting or they'll go somewhere. Then this was before Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, and then they will get their marching order from whoever is distributing the information, and they'll go to town. Every single comment section, you'll be seeing all these comments, typing the same talking points. I couldn't stand for it. Respect goes a long way. People don't understand. People underestimate the importance of respect. There are so many people who are free today, even though they have done some really wild stuff. They are free today because they ascribed respect to the people that needed to be respected. Wisdom is profitable to direct. But now, Nasabi, now, if you people think this is the best way to get what you wish, by all means, via condios.
VDM never committed any financial crime. See, I have integrity when it has to do with finance. Nobody can come out and accuse me of fraud. But there's something about VDM's confidence. A lot of these people that are against VDM, they are fraudsters. What did they give this guy boldness now because of saying no big thief? I mean, who will get boldness for this life to go to challenge EFCC apart from somebody weighing hand they clean? I'll play something for
this guy. Is so funny. First of all, I am also of the mindset that EFCC did not commit any financial malfeasance like EFCC claimed. I don't think he's that kind of a person, but I do stand to be corrected. If EFCC have any information, any proof, okay, to back up their claim against him, I'm also open to that. But my personal opinion, being a very good judge of character, I pride myself, in case you're just catching me for the first time, I pride myself in being a good judge of character. I don't think VDM is that kind of a person. I don't think so. You know, I don't think he has committed any crime. But I also know that I cannot beat my chest and say, yes, he's innocent, because I don't know him from a hole in the wall. Okay? I don't know him from anywhere. He could be guilty. But I'm not going to come here and start saying he's innocent, or he's guilty of that. If EFCC has information, if they have evidence, then they should start providing it. That's what I would say about that. Okay? So, but to actually be saying that if he had, to say that if he had committed any crime, like if his hands were not clean, he would not be out here challenging EFCC. That is like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, really, Oga, are you that close-minded? Are you that limited? How many times have we seen situations where somebody will be taking a stance against something? Somebody be taking a stance against, a crime. That person will basically make themselves the face of anti-crime, whatever, only for them to be later exposed for being guilty of that which they were accusing others of. Okay? Sometimes, you people, go out and touch grass, read a book, do something. Because the way you guys will be coming off, sometimes the way you will be chesting and talking, some things being nyanopata. Just the nyanopata, they talk, say, because you believe that he hasn't committed a crime because he's out there challenging. What if he's challenging them because he feels like people will reason like you. Because he believes, okay, let me challenge them. And I'm not saying that VDM is guilty of anything. Please don't misunderstand, don't misrepresent what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that, what if he is so calculating? What if he's so calculating and he reasoned that, you know what, let me just start claiming, let me start attacking EFCC, knowing that I have committed certain crimes, so that by the time they come for me and my followers and my lackeys can be like, oh, they are only coming for him because he's challenging EFCC. And that will be an out. Some of them are, brain drain
for you guys.
I know say EFCC go they wonder how I take find out, but like I said, I got eyes everywhere. And I get informants for everywhere. But Koya Pikin, they never see touch am up till now. So you see how corrupt EFCC are. These people are very corrupt. EFCC are the most corrupt people. Like I said, 90% of them are corrupt.
One thing that I will say, yeah, bringing this video and saying, yeah, this is the reason why you believe he's not guilty because he's calling EFCC out, is complete BS, in my opinion. Okay? And like I said before, VDM has a habit, is in the habit of calling certain people out when he shouldn't be calling them out. VDM is in the habit of jumping into conclusion without fully understanding the story. This now waiting I don't see here with my iPhone platform. So just because they chest something doesn't make him innocent. Again, I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just challenging this person's hypothesis. I'm just challenging what this person is saying. You know, his rationale as to how he came to the conclusion that VDM is innocent, because VDM is always calling the EFCC out, called out Okoya's son and all this. That does not prove anything. That's all I'm saying.
When they are ready to let me prove it, I'll prove it to them. VeryDarkMan defame EFCC. Let's go to court. Let us go. I will prove it that 90% of you are corrupt.
Well, VDM, now you have your opportunity. Since you say you will prove that 90% of them are corrupt, you're going to have more than, because according to the statement released by EFCC, they also said that with regards to all the allegations that he made, and this guy, are you even VDM's friend? You, this guy. Did you not read the statement from EFCC where EFCC said that with regards to the allegations that he made against them, that the proper authorities are going to take control and investigate that as well? And here you are showing video. Here you are showing the video of the same accusations and allegations that VDM made. Something that is for sure not going to help his case, because he says he has proof. Shebi, when the time comes, Shebi, VDM is going to show proof that, yeah, all those things that he accused EFCC of are true. And the burden of proof is on him, because first of all, he's the one who has said that he's going to show proof, number one. And number two is the one making the allegations. Coming back with, oh, this is what they told me, or this is what they gave me, it's not an excuse, because you owe it to yourself and your viewers to make sure that the information that you are passing along to your massive platform is the correct information. Okay? Ignorance is not an excuse in law. So that really makes me wonder, this guy, are you really a fan, a supporter of VDM? Because you that is bringing evidence of the things that he has said about the EFCC so that they can further have enough proof. To me, listen, this is why you have to watch out for frenemies. Frenemies. Enemies that are masquerading as friends. You are here talking about videos, sharing videos. This video he did a long time ago. Some people don't even remember. But this is another evidence now. Is this not another evidence for EFCC? since they're already planning on, bringing charges to him for the accusations that he made. Is this not another evidence? And this is supposed to be the friend. This is supposed to be the person that is defending VDM. He's defending VDM and he's bringing out things that EFCC can actually use to fight him in court. Again, another example, a prime example of why you should be mindful of those people that are hyping you up, telling you how good you are, especially when they are actively behaving like this, bringing evidence that can be used against you. Okay? Shebi, if EFCC didn't have this particular video, now they do. Thanks to you, friend. Thanks to you, friendo. Be careful, oh. It's not everybody that says they are your friend that are really your friends, oh. Hey.
The corruption of EFCC has literally no limits. So basically now anybody went to Tinubu the best with or APC the best with, now EFCC they go pursue. At the gather all my evidence. So at the plan stage they hired the biggest protest against you. A lot of you are thieves. EFCC extorted them allegedly. They obtain under false pretense. They do a lot of crazy things with that uniform. EFCC is not competent enough to say they want the whole person for fraud. They don't get that credibility at all. Say there's no agency in Nigeria where corruption is EFCC. So if I say the EFCC is useless, some of my guys go to say, why don't they attack this EFCC? I always tell them, say, they are not useful to us. I know you people will be wondering how I found out, but here's the thing. The truth is that I have informants in your office. So EFCC went to go and investigate the NGO account. Say since we started to talk about EFCC, they don't witch hunt me, but a lot of people don't know. EFCC knows that I am the one with the highest integrity in Nigeria. They know these things.
Me, I love what the guy is doing. And this is a time where I will speak for him. And when he's out, I'll go back to my share where I did.
You don't sound like somebody that really love what the guy is doing, no. You sound like somebody that is just bringing evidence so that if EFCC never see him, may they see him. Oh. That's the vibe that I'm getting from you.
One of the major problem VDM made was to always keep saying he has an informant inside the FCC. See, there's no security agency that will hear that and would not want to fish out the person where they cast their doings. They go want go through messages, they go want scrutinize a lot of things before they go free this guy. Have you asked yourself, why is EFCC debunking all the news? Or I'm gonna give us the real news. I'm not VDM's brother, I'm not his family member, I'm not even a rattle, but I bet my chest, even if they take VDM and go court today, and they arraign that guy, and Judge hits, tell him, say, he's being jailed or sentenced or stealing or committing fraud and all that, something went wrong somewhere. They frame him. If everybody in EFCC is against VDM, there's a problem. Where are the good eggs in EFCC? Because all I could see is a guy, the only guy in Nigeria that consistently, with all boldness, hit his chest and was calling out EFCC. It only takes somebody of integrity financially to do that. There's a reason why this guy was arrested. They want to know that informant. See, if there's one thing I would stand for VDM for, is that guy never committed fraud. VDM never committed any financial crime. See, I have integrity when it has to do with finance. Nobody can come out and accuse me of fraud. But there's something about VDM's confidence. A lot of these people that are against VDM, they are fraudsters. What think they give this guy boldness now because of saying no big thief? I mean, who will get boldness for this life to go to challenge EFCC apart from somebody with hand they clean? I'll play something for you guys.
I know say EFCC go, they wonder how I take find out, but like I said, I got eyes everywhere and I get informants for everywhere. But Koya Pikin, they never see touch a multi now. So you see how corrupt EFCC are. These people are very corrupt. EFCC are the most corrupt people. Like I said, 90% of them are corrupt. When they are ready to let me prove it, I'll prove it to them. VeryDarkMan defame EFCC. Let's go to court. Let us go.
Well, you're going to have all the time now to prove.
And we prove it that 90% of you are corrupt. The corruption of EFCC has literally no limits. So basically now anybody went to Tinubu the best with or APC the best with.
You're going to have more than enough time to prove what you want to prove. This is not frenemy, oh, my people.
Or because of boldness, or that he's daring. One I want to leave this work them for. As this guy did sell now, do you know that there are some people that he would have helped within how many days? One I want to leave that for me, will be me. As I did, like I get my work. Honor you, if you do, all VDM followers, lovers, VDM's brother, VDM's family member, Okopi, Rattles. At this point in time, all you need to do is don't follow the bandwagon. Flood the internet with the good videos of VDM. Those things we don't do. Go to his page. Pick out the good things he has done, the good words he has said, even if it's 30-second words, even if it's 10-second words. Put hashtag free VDM. Change the narrative. These people are trying to send negative narratives. And I'm very, very sure that
that's a good idea. That's a good advice, I will say, even though I think what you're doing partially seems to me as though you are a frenemy, but that's a good suggestion that people would go flood the social media streets with positive things that VDM have said, videos. Please, so you people should not go and be flooding the social media streets with what he said about EFCC being, that's not what we ask you to go and do. Just the positive, okay? All the ways that he's helping people, especially the charity aspect of it. Don't flood with video, EFCC videos, because that will do more harm than good. Now, waiting me, I know we don't want to. But yeah, like his suggestion is actually, I agree.
The EFCC boss would not support bad things. Me, I am sure that man will work. When VDM was talking about the bad wagons in EFCC, you know me say, now everybody. And if you ask me, I will tell you probably he was just saying, oh, he gets spy inside the office. He gets spy inside the office just to create.
Even this one self, don't they walk back waiting in Toko? This one, don't they walk back? Fear don't catch you. You don't they walk back waiting you talk. You're not so brave anymore. You were so brave a moment ago. All of a sudden, you don't think about waiting. You don't think about implications of waiting they talk. All of a sudden, you're now walking back. Oh my God.
Confusion among them for them to checkmate themselves. Street OT. It could be that he doesn't have any spy, but you must learn to add politics to everything. But the fact is that
so he doesn't have spy, but he's lie. So it's okay for him to lie. Again, now people like Kuna, I know you've said you're not a VDM supporter, you're not a Ratel or whatever, but now people like Kuna, now in land VDM for where in this so. Talking about how he doesn't have spy. So why would you claim to have spy when you know you don't have a spy? When you know, say, you know that country, say eventually the chicken is going to come home to roost. Eventually, they're going to make you come and tell us what you know. You get spy, yeah? Fine. Who is that spy? You're not a journalist, so there is no journalistical expectation that your spy is not good. You don't have to reveal your spy. You're not a journalist. So there is that, There's no reason why you should hold on. So you just lied. And if you basically tell them that, oh, I did not have any spy, I lied, that will make things even worse, because that means you intentionally misled the public against the authorities. So that's not good either. Either way you slice it, the man has backed himself into a corner, and it is because of people like this. At this point, VDM has backed himself into a corner, and it is because of people that are, just ping-ponging around. They cannot stick to one. They cannot stick to one point. They can't tell the truth, jumping around.
That this guy has weaknesses like all of us, but he's a good guy with financial integrity. He has a good heart. Are they convinced, say, now God put him there, they no go fit kill him. Even him no even know. Now me they tell you, even him no know, say he was born for this type of thing. He don't know. He just get one side for street, just they do it when God pick him. That's why they start. Flood the internet with these videos. Send positive narratives. Because even the people where they talk against them, they don't get evidence. They don't even know what to post. But you guys,
you don't already give us evidence. You don't already give us evidence now. You don't give all of us. You don't give the people where they talk. You don't even give the haters. You don't give EFCC evidence. You've given everybody evidence. Even the ones where EFCC forgets, where they don't remember. You don't already add and join video. and then you call yourself like a supporter. Nah.
Guys have a lot of evidence of his good works. Flood the internet with those good works. Imagine, okay, let's say 2 million out of 2 million, 500,000 original Rate followers. Imagine 500,000 people go to his page, copy his videos, crop 10 seconds.
It's really amazing and also very sad that he has over 2 million people and they couldn't even get 10,000 people out in the streets all together. What is even 10,000? Couldn't even get 5,000 people. And that says a lot. That says a lot. That right there says a lot. Not even Gbeborum people care enough to say, okay, let me come and see how many people are going to show up. Not. Again, social media is not real life. Oh. Social media can mislead you. Social media can make you feel like you're more relevant than you actually are. Social media can make you feel like you're more influential than you actually are. People can talk all over, say anything on social media. But when it comes down to actually putting their money where their mouth is, and then with the gas, so
30 seconds, all the positive things he has done, you know, the water for the community, the giveaways, the everything, these are the things you should put. Predator is that guy that stands for people in down times. I feel leave you when things they good. But when you are down, you go see me. And I don't care whether you call him cloud. The most important thing is, am I speaking fact? I know what it means for somebody to beat his chest and challenge people that I not do this thing. Even if they frame him, the frame himself no go fit still be accurate. Just the same way we know about the election results. You and I know say your conscience know say this thing you get as it be. Does it mean that there are no good politicians out there? Politicians that have integrity, even if on a day 5, even if on a day 10. Does it mean I can't see you guys? Does it mean you guys don't see these things? Does it mean that you guys don't have conscience? Does it mean, wow, all because of boldness or that he's daring? One, I want to leave this work them for.
Surely not you. You've already told us that you're no interest. Oga, you've already told us that you're not interested, so don't worry about it. God forbid something happens to VDM and he goes away, he goes to prison or whatever. God will also raise somebody. It was God that raised him. If you believe he's doing the work of God, that he was just minding his own business in the streets when God called him. The same way that God called him, God will call somebody else. Nobody is looking up to you, looking at you and saying, can you take over from VDM? You've already told us that you're not interested. So yeah, and don't worry about that. If now God really call him, and if in work never finish, the work that God called him to come and do is not done, he will come out and finish. He will come out and finish what he needs to finish to the glory of God. But if as soon as they talk, say, as soon as they invoke Mandela, they invoke Nnamdi Kanu, they invoke this one and they invoke that one. If it's gonna now they invoke Fela, if it's gonna be the next Mandela, the next Fela, and the next whatever, God will raise a new person to take over from where he stopped. So you don't have to concern yourself about that. It said not being as if anybody is even looking up to you to come and do anything. Nobody, I don't think anybody in their right mind is thinking, oh yeah, I let him come out now. People know better. Anyways, let's listen.
How many of you protest? Did you protest for me? My page to disrespect me. When I was locked up, did you protest?
This one is the one that got locked up by, allegedly, he got locked up by Burna Boy. What isn't he? The one when he talks say Burna Boy na Didi lover. Now Burna Boy say, hold, let me teach you a lesson.
No vex. We tried protesting for you, but we've been to think of waiting the protesting will be. Free acting. He's accusing Burna Boy that Burna Boy is a gay. Free acting. He keeps using tape to measure girls big bum online. Free actor, he used to rap Igbo online and be smoking. You can't compare yourself to VDM. This guy is fighting for the people. There's a huge difference. How dare you compare yourself to VDM? This is a mad insult. Come on, let's stop faking things, man. This is fake. This is envy. This is envy now, because the last time I checked, you say, be like, say you go follow VDM, they attack all these evil people. All those things was for clout. Like, you just wanted a place for followership. Oh, if I speak here, I go get followers. If I speak here, I'll get followers. If I speak here, I can't count how many people have come to my DM say, bro, be tagging blogs so that your stuff will go viral, like you're making sense. And I said, no, I ain't tagging any blog. I don't tag them. Yes, I don't tag them, tired they come. Did they tell you they don't see your posts? They see your posts. Those people choose to post what they want to post. Prefer to post the negative than the positive. They're part of the people that set VDM up. Because when he uses words like dusty brain, they go take and fly. But when he says, sir, please, you people should fix the light. The road on the light is not, they no go talk anything.
But VDM should also know now what part. When will VDM take responsibility for the part that he played too? Because he knows what will get people talking about him, and because he was interested in having people talk about him, he went with it. So we cannot really blame blog like that when they say he's a grown man and he should know better.
They would just go. Have you observed that they go through his page to take the most harmful content to post? He said I should tag those people. Make any blog post me without my permission first. That's why I'm not tagging you guys. If you blogs that have posted me, then they enter my DM. Because when I follow the cube, I don't need that attention. I don't need it. When I needed it, I was a novice. I didn't know much about life. I didn't know. Then I was just struggling until I got to the point in my life where I said, I don't need these people anymore. Push yourself, be contented. I don't worship anybody. And it is what it is. Somebody go ask, say, what of Tunde not? What of if it's Tunde? Tunde is not a blogger. He has said it right from time. If he wants to post me, he feels like he wants to post, he can post. He's not a blogger. Go check Tunde not page. How many evil things were in the post about people? But you see, you blogs, you just pick up the news. You now change the narrative. After the bad governance, now bad bloggers are a problem.
How many of you protest? Did you protest for me?
Who want protest for you?
The person will type VDM name, narrated. This guy, they're so innocent. Maybe say, I don't know when I change the name from Vincent to Innocent. Imagine in a professional duty, like a professional job, you change Vincent to Innocent. And you think, say, there's no spiritual implication for that? Honestly, I play. It's not a coincidence. The guy, they're innocent. I say, me, I know. Now, allegation they use arrest VDM, now petition, allegation, where person will no right against them, now allegation, no, on they play.
But allegation, they say they carry everybody now. What happens is he's gonna have his day in court. Everybody that is arrested for something in that country, in any country anyways, and the person is claiming that they didn't do anything, they will have their day in court now. It's allegation that they used to arrest people. It's allegation that they used to charge people to court. It is when you get to court that your lawyer will plead your case and the lawyer will defend you. And then that's just how it works. No, that they use, hey God. No, but,
It simply means say, person if you just write allegation against you, they can write petition. So anybody can write allegation against you, and then when they send for you, you know see them by mistake, or you know see them, they don't call you for phone. They send them to your address. If you don't back, you're in trouble.
But that's not even the case. Okay, this is because if I start to the talk now, I go come be like say maybe I'm against VTM. I dislike so much when people try to minimize other people's minimize the role they played or somebody else played. Just because you like the guy does not mean you have to minimize what he did. Now, I'm not saying that the reason why he's been held has anything to do with Mercy Chinwo. I'm not saying that. But I remember, was it last month or 2 months ago, that Mercy Chinwo actually went to court and there was a warrant issued for the arrest of VDM because they've been trying to get VDM to come to court. VDM is, he's just been blowing them off. Yeah. And so His lawyer, and in the time that they went to court, the last time they went to court before the judge ordered the bench warrant, he was supposed to be in China or some other countries like that. So his lawyer went to court and his lawyer pleaded. His lawyer pleaded with the judge and said they will bring VDM, that he will see to it that VDM comes to court. The lawyer wanted the judge not to, pleaded with the judge to not, the lawyer pleaded with the judge to not, I'm distracted, somebody's calling me. The lawyer pleaded with the judge to not come for, to not issue the bench warrant, but the judge issued the bench warrant, okay, which basically caused VDM to have a warrant issued. So the lawyer promised, VDM's lawyer promised that he will make sure that VDM comes. Did VDM go and see the judge after he came back? How many others like that? How many other warrants are out there that VDM has not honored? How many other warrants are out there against VDM? So the last thing you want to do is to make a mockery of the legal system. Whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it, it is the only system that you have for now in that country, and you have to show respect. Nothing judges hate more than somebody who's doing Oduga, acting as if they are above the law. So how many more of those types of warrants are there waiting for him? To the point where they don't know where to find him, they can't find him. And now once they got words, and what's in GT Bank fearing for their reputation, for the reputation of their bank, thought, you know what, if this guy leaves our place, if this guy leaves our business premises, he's going online and he's going to badmouth us to his rattle, he's going to say all kinds of things. Let's do this. How about we report him to the authority? Let's find out if he is wanted by the authority so that they can come and pick him up and occupy him with other things. You know what I mean? So he did not, there are so many things that he did wrong. Instead of you people to be holding him accountable for that, obviously he's going to get bail according to, EFCC. They're going to grant him bail, but instead of you guys to hold him accountable for the things that he did so that he can learn and not do it again, a lot of you are choosing to gloss over it and continue to to treat him like a deity or something. He's not a deity. Like you already stated in one of the videos, he's a human being and flawed. And you can hold him accountable while still defending him. But this notion of pretending as if he doesn't have any kind of culpability in this is something that won't sit with me at all. You can walk in true gum. You can defend him, defend his release, and also hold him accountable, as opposed to pretending that he didn't do things. He didn't evade. Come on. He has a lawyer. If they're trying to reach him, according to EFCC, I'm sure they would have according to what they said anyway. I don't believe everything that the EFCC said, but they said they tried to communicate with him, but it was all to no avail. So anyways, hopefully the lawyer can get them to finally settle the bail situation so that he can be released. I want to see what he's going to say once he comes out. I know he's going to thank a lot of his followers, which is obviously his followers are like really riding 100% for him, which is good. He has his supporters, his fan base. Those ones are not going anywhere. But I also hope that he will take the situation and tweak what he needs to tweak. No man is an island. And I hope he doesn't listen to all the people that are saying things, people that who do not get to share in whatever predicament he finds himself in. I hope he does the right thing for his sake. I really, 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 really hope this for VDM. I do. I do. Because I want the guy to succeed. I believe in the guy. I believe in what VDM is doing. I want the best for him. Nigeria need people like VDM. Yeah. And I hope all the best for him. I wish all the best for him. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like and share this video. Thanks for being on my live. I will catch you later. Bye.